Last video I gave you the first 12 of 23 reasons why you should still get into cloud computing today, or at least in 2023. I wanted to break this up into two pieces because this is YouTube, not Game of Thrones. And as a proud ADHDer, I just can't do long videos as well. And if you haven't watched that yet, go back and watch it right now, and then double back right here. But just to recap a little bit, cloud computing is one of the fastest growing industries, and it's not slowing down anytime soon. So let's dive into 13 through 24. Reason number 13 is career growth. I remember back in the day when some of my OGs were killing it on when Ruby on Rails was really popular, and I remember being like, damn, I missed the wave. Fast forward a few years later, I jumped on the cloud wave and I've been riding that wave ever since. And guess what? That wave is still growing. So stop looking from the sideline, surf's up. Reason number 14, cloud computing really has high job satisfaction. There's high demand, there's high salaries, and a real opportunity to make a real difference. Reason number 15, it's used in a wide range of industries. Healthcare, finance, retail, you name it. That means long as you're into cloud computing, for the most part, you'll find a field that you can work in and that you'll love. Reason number 16, which is one of my personal favorites because of my own career, there's a real tangible chance to work with data. I don't care what cloud computing project you're on, there's going to be some level of big data. Mainly in the context of enterprise companies, but even with mid-sized companies, there's usually more data than you would think. And outside of just like data products, you can use this data to make informed decisions. Reason number 17 is really closely related. The opportunity to work with AI and machine learning. Cloud computing is really one of the biggest enablers of AI and ML, and you'll get the opportunity to work with these cutting edge technologies. Or even better, be the person to bring those cutting edge technologies to the table to solve a real world problem. Reason 18 is kind of a no-brainer, but I gotta say it. You really get a chance to work on some cool and challenging projects. One of the most rewarding things I've done in my professional career being in life sciences is when everything was happening with the pandemic, being able to support a lot of these amazing companies globally that were helping us get back to where we are today, where we can be back outside. Cloud computing really enables the work that matters. Reason number 19 is a really overlooked one, which is a lot of times cloud computing makes it so you can work with people all over the world. I'm based here in the United States, but I've gotten to work with folks from Ireland, UK, India, Africa, and even more. Let alone all the great friends I've gained over time that are working in different states. Reason number 20 is related to some of the previous ones. You really get a chance to work on innovative projects. So not just innovative technology, but the actual projects themselves tend to be multifaceted and really just stretch the brain. And if you're a nerd, it's super exciting. It gives you a lot of depth and knowledge. And thanks to the speed of technology, there's always something new and innovative to work on. Reason number 21 is only applicable sometimes, but I gotta say it anyway because I've been on this side. It gives you a great opportunity if you want to work with startups. A lot of people know my story about how I really got started in the cloud computing game is by working with startups first, and then I went to enterprise later. At the time, and still to this day, cloud computing gives startups a really big advantage to compete with some of the biggest companies in the world because they're using the same technology. Reason number 22, you get to work on projects that have a real impact. And the reason this is different from working on projects that are innovative, something can be super cool but have no impact on people whatsoever. Like I mentioned, I think in the last video, cloud computing is really just transforming and revolutionizing businesses, and a lot of times entire industries. And to go back to the startup story, when I was working with startups, there were so many startups, they wouldn't have even gotten venture funding if they didn't adopt the cloud. So cloud computing is making a real impact on real people. And last but not least, reason 23 is you get to work with a variety of technologies. Virtualization, networking, security, serverless, microservices, and the list goes on, and it gets better every time. It's like the John Wick movies. So there you have it. Those are 23 reasons why you should get started in cloud computing this year. This year. Get started today. And if you're interested in cloud computing, you need to subscribe to this channel and you need to look at the videos before this. We're back to posting once a week. Train, inspire, relate.